Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum student. Today I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE paper 4 variant 1 May-June 2025. Before starting this paper, I request you please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. Let's start question number 1. Solve 4c minus 9 equal to 13. We can write this 4c equal to 13 plus 9, and this 4c will be equal to 22 and c will be equal to 22 over 4, and we can write this 11 over 2, and we write this improper fraction into mixed fraction 5 1 over 2. This is the value of c. And next question number 2. Question to work out this fraction, give your answer correct to two significant figure. Look here, we can calculate this value by using this calculator. Firstly, we write this fraction, and in the numerator, the value here are 16.71 plus 46.13 over square root 8.6 square minus 3.5 square, and this value equal to 7.999. We write here 7.999, and in two significant figure we write this value 7.9, and the neighboring digits is 9, which is greater than 5. Therefore, we will add 1. We can write 7.9 plus 1, that's equal to 8.0, and we write 8.0 is the answer. Next question, question number 3. In USA, 1 gallon of fuel cost $4.83. In UK, 1 liter fuel cost $1.62. Exchange rate, 1 pound equal to $1.215. 1 gallon is equal to 3.785. In which country does 1 liter of fuel cost more by how much? Firstly, we will calculate 1 liter cost in USA and the 1 liter cost in UK. Look here, in USA, 1 gallon cost here $4.83. We will convert gallon into liter. Look here, this is 3.785 liter equal to 1 gallon. We can write this 3.785 liter. That's equal to $4.83. For 1 liter, we divide this left side value by 3.785, and we will divide also the right side value by 3.785. Therefore, we get 4.83 divided by 3.785, and this value equal to $1.276. In UK, the 1 liter cost here is 1.62 pound, and we have to compare 1 liter cost in USA and UK. We will take same units of currency in USA and UK. Look here, this value here is 1.62 pound, and we will convert into dollar. 1 pound equal to $1.215. Therefore, 1.62 pound value will be equal to 1.215 multiplied by 1.62, and this value will be equal to $1.9683, and 1 liter USA cost is 1.276 and UK cost is 1.98683. Therefore, the UK cost is more than USA. And we write this difference of fuel cost equal to 1.9683 dollar minus $1.276, and this difference equal to 0.692, and in three significant figure we can write this 0.692 dollar. We write here UK fuel cost by 0.69 dollar more. And this is the answer. Now we move to the next question. Question number 4, part A, describe fully transformation that made shape A onto shape B. Look here, this is shape A and this is shape B. Firstly, we will identify the type of transformation. Look here, this shape is to be dragged. When any shape is dragged, this transformation is a translation. And firstly, we will write translation, and second, we will write the translation vector. For translation vector, we will take any points on the shape A and we will mark the corresponding image point of this object point. Look here, this will be the corresponding image point. Now we see how many number of units this point is translated to this corresponding image point. We will calculate the number of units on right side. This point move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this point move downward 3 unit 1, 2, and 3. This point move on right side 8 unit, we write plus 8, and this point move 3 unit downward, we write 8 minus 3. Therefore, 8 minus 3 will be the translation vector. Next part, second, describe the fully single transformation that maps the shape A onto shape C. Look here, this is shape A and this is shape C. Firstly, we will identify the type of transformation. We see the shape A and shape C size is same. Therefore, this is not an enlargement. Next, we see the shape A is to be dragged to shape C. Not, this is not dragging. Therefore, next we join the object points and the corresponding point of shape C. Next, we will draw the line by joining the object points and the corresponding image points. Look here, this is the object point and this is corresponding image point. We will join this object to image point, and next, look here, this is the second point, object point, and this is corresponding image point. We will join. Look here, we get lines. These lines are not parallel. If the lines are parallel, the transformation will be reflection. But these lines are not parallel, therefore this transformation is a rotation. Therefore, we write here the transformation is a rotation, and we mention here rotation. In the next step, we will mark the center of rotation of this transformation. Look here, these lines we get by joining the object point and its corresponding image points. And we will take the perpendicular bisector of these two lines. For perpendicular bisector, we will draw an arc on right side, and then we will draw an arc on left side. And next we take the other endpoint of this line, and we will draw the arc on left side. And then we will draw an arc on right side. After mentioning these arc, we will join the intersecting point of these arc, and by joining these intersecting point, we get a perpendicular bisector of this first line. Now we will take the second perpendicular bisector of this second line by using the same method. This is the second line. To draw the perpendicular bisector, we have to draw the arc from the object point and the image points on right and left side. Look here, I already mentioned these arcs, and where these two arcs intersect, we will join these points. After joining these points, we get the perpendicular bisector. Look here, by joining these points, we get a perpendicular bisector. Both perpendicular bisector, where they intersect, this will be the center of rotation. We write here the center of rotation is 0, 0. And next we see the angle of rotation. To get the angle of rotation, we will join the object point to this center of rotation and this corresponding image point to the center of rotation. Look here, after joining these points, we get these lines. The angle between these two lines, look here, is 90°, and this is the anti-clockwise 90°. Therefore, we write rotation through 0, 0 in anti-clockwise direction. And this is the answer. Part B, on grid, draw the image of shape A after reflection in the line x equal to -2. Look here, this is the shape A, and we have to take the image of shape A after reflection in line x equal to -2. Firstly, we will draw a line x equal to -2. This line will be the x equal to -2. This line which passes through the x-axis at point x equal to -2. To take the translation image point of this object, look here, object point is 2 units away from this line x equal to -2. We mark the image point on right side 2 units. This is the image point 2 unit on right side. And same next point, this point is object point, and this point is 4 units from this line, and we mark the image points 4 unit on right side. This will be the second image point of this shape A. Next point, this image will be at this position, and other object point, this is 1, 2, 3 unit on left side. The image point will also be 3 unit on right side. And next corner points, this is 1, 2, 3, 3 unit on left side. We take 1, 2, 3, 3 unit on right side. We take the image point 3 unit on right side. And the last corner point of shape A is 1, 2, 3, 4 unit. And we take the image point 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 unit on right side. And we will join these point. By joining these point, we get a shape B. This is the reflection of shape A in the line x equal to -2. This is the solution of part B. Question 5. There are first 5 terms of sequence. Find the 10th term of sequence. Look here. First term T1 and second term is T2, third term is T3, and fourth term is T4, fifth term is T5. We write this 1 and 8 we can write 2 cube, and this 27 we can write 3 cube, and this 64 we write 4 cube, and this is 5 cube. And 1 we can write 1 cube. Therefore, if we write the 10th term value, this 10th term value will be 10 cube according to the sequence. This 10 power 3, this value will be equal to 10 into 10, this is 1000. Therefore, the 10th term is 1000. Next, part B, these are first 5 terms of different sequence. Firstly, we write this sequence here. We see the type of sequence. To check the type of sequence, we will take difference. First difference or between consecutive terms. Difference between 8 and 5 is 3. 13 minus 8 is 5. And next is 7. And next difference is 9. Look here, the difference is not same. Therefore, this is not a linear sequence. We check second difference. Look here, the second difference between two consecutive terms, 5 minus 3, 2, 7 minus 5, 2, and 9 minus 7, 2. Therefore, the second difference is constant. This is quadratic sequence. In the quadratic sequence, we write this nth term value. We write Tn equal to an square plus bn plus c. For an square, we write here a, that's 2a equal to the second difference value. This is 2. Therefore, a will be equal to 1. And we can write this n square plus bn plus c. To calculate this nth term part bn plus c, firstly we will write the sequence 1n square. Here the 1n square, if this is the first term, the 1n square will be 1 square. Next term is 2. We write 2 square, 1 into 2 square. And next is 3 square. Next is 4 square. And next is 5 square. We can write this. And the 1 square is 1. This is 4. This is 9. This is 16. And this value is 25. Look here, these are n square values. And we will take the difference between sequence values and n square values. When we subtract the n square sequence value from given sequence, we get 5 minus 1 is 4, 8 minus 4 is 4, 13 minus 9 is 4, and next 20 minus 4, 4, and 29 minus 25, 4. Therefore, the nth term difference value will also 4. And the nth term difference is also 4. And we can write this nth term minus n square equal to 4. And this nth term will be equal to n square plus 4. And this is the solution. Next, part C. Sum of first n term of another sequence is n over 2, 5, n minus 1. Use n equal to 2, find the sum of first two terms. We can write this s equal to n over 2 into 5n minus 1. Here n is 2, we write 2 over 2, 5 into 2 minus 1. And this will be equal to 10 minus 1 is 9. Therefore, sum is 9. Part second of part C, find the third term of the sequence. We can calculate the third term, A3, if we take the difference of sum of sum of 3 terms, minus sum of 2 terms. Look here, the sum of 3 terms will be equal to s equal to n over 2 into 5n minus 1, and therefore s3 will be equal to 3 over 2 into 5 into 3 minus 1, and that will be equal to 15 minus 1 is 14. This is 42 times 7 is 14. Therefore, 3 times 7 is 21. And the S3 here is 21 and S2 here is 9. Therefore, the difference is 12. Therefore, the third term will be 12. Question 6. Expand 5x square into 3x minus 2. We will multiply 5x square into 3x. We get 15 x power 3. Next, we will multiply 5x square minus into minus 2. We get minus 10 x square. This is the answer. The next question. Question 7. Write down the inequality in y shown by the number line. This is the number line and this is the region for inequality. And in this region, the value start from 5 to 4. Therefore, the value of y will be greater than minus 1.5 and less than 4. And this minus 1.5 value, this value lie on the region, and this is the solid circle. It shows that this value lie in the inequality. Therefore, we take y is greater than equal to minus 1.5. But this is the empty circle. Therefore, this value 4 does not lie in the inequality. Therefore, we write y is less than 4. This is the answer. Next question number 8. Hadi buys a dishwasher. He can either pay single payment $980 or he can pay monthly plan. This monthly plan 20% of 980 plus 12 payments of 75.25. Hadi uses the monthly plan, calculate the total amount Hadi pays. Look here, if he use monthly plan, the monthly plan, firstly, he deposit 20% of 980. We write advance value here. This advance is 20% of 980 plus installments. These installment here are 12 installment per month and each month he pays 75.25. Therefore, installment value will be 12 into 17.25. This is the total amount. And we calculate this value 20% mean 20 over 100 into 980 plus 12 into 75.25, and this 0 will be cancelled and this 0 will be cancelled. That's equal to 196 plus 12 into 75.25. We can calculate this value 12 into 75.25. This will be equal to 903, and we will simplify this value 196 plus 903. This will be equal to $10,099. This is the total amount the Hadi pays. Part B, find the percentage increase in the cost using monthly plan compared to single payment. Look here, the increase value here is 1099. This is the monthly plan value. And the single payment value is 980. We take the difference. And this value is equal to 119. This is the increase value. And we have to calculate percentage increase. This will be equal to increase value, our single payment multiply by 100. Increase value is 119. Single payment here is 980 multiply by 100, and this value equal to 119 over 980 multiply by 100. This equal to 12.14%. This is the percentage increase. Next, question 9. Question 9, in sale, the original price of sewing machine is reduced by $38. This is 8% reduction in original price. Work out the original price of sewing machine. Look here, discount value. This discount value is $38. We write 38. And this discount value in expression, it is the 8% of original price. And we can write this 8% is 8 over 100 and of mean multiply original price. We suppose that this is X and we can write this 38 multiplied by 100 over 8 equal to X. And this X will be equal to 38 multiplied by 100 divided by 8. This is 475. We write $475. This is the original price. This is the answer. Question 10 part A. Write down all the factors of 18. The factors of any number are numbers that divides the number exactly. Look here, the number on which 18 is exactly divisible. These numbers are 1. 1 times 18 is 18. Next is 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. And you can write these factors. Firstly, you will write 1, 2, 3 are the factors of 18. Next, 6, 9, 18. And these are the factors of 18. Therefore, this is the answer. Part B, factorize 3y minus xy plus 15 minus 5x. You can write this 3y plus 15 equal to minus xy minus 5x. After arranging these values, we will take the common. The common in between first two terms here is 3. We can write this 3 times 1 is 1 and we write y as it is. 3 times 5 is 15. Here xy minus 5x, x is the common. We can write this y plus 5 because minus is also common. The sign will be changed here. We can write y plus 5. Look here, y plus 5 again is the common here and the remaining value will be 3 minus x. And this is the answer. And next, where x and y are positive integer, use your answer in part A and part B. Find the value of x and the corresponding value of y. Look here, this is 3y minus xy plus 15 minus 5x equal to 18. Look here, the left hand side, we can write in factorization form, this value is y plus 5 into 3 minus x equal to 18. And we can write this 18 times 1 is 18. Or we can write y plus 5 into 3 minus x equal to 9 times 2 is 18. And therefore, we can compare these values y plus 5 equal to 18 or 3 minus x equal to 1. And this value y will be equal to 18 minus 5 is 13. And we can write this 3 plus 3 minus 1 equal to x and x equal to 2. This is the one possible value you can write. Other possible value you can take by comparing this and you can get other possible value. But we have to write only one possible value. We write x equal to 2, y equal to 30. Question number 11. Question 11. A warehouse has a floor area 800 meters square. The plan of warehouse is drawn 1:15. Calculate floor area on the plan. Give your answer in square centimeter. Look here, this is the ratio given here, 1:50. And this ratio is the plan length ratio actual length. And this value in centimeter, we write 1:50. This is in centimeter. And you can write this plan area, ratio, actual area. If you take 1 square and 50 square, and this is centimeter square, this is also centimeter square. Here is the area of the floor is 800 meters square, and you can write this is the actual area, this equal to 800 meters square, and this value in centimeter, we can convert this meter square into centimeter. If we multiply this value by 100 into 100, this value become in centimeter square. And this value we can write 8,000, and we write here is 8,000, and we have to calculate floor area on the plan. We suppose that this is x, and we can calculate by using the arrow method, and this ratio is x over 1, and this is 8,000 over 15 to 50 is 2,500. 20 would be cancelled. 25 times 3 is 75. 5 will be carried, and this becomes 25 times 2 is 50, and 20 we write as it is. This is 3,200 centimeter square value. We write 3,200 centimeter square. This is the answer. Question 12. The diagram shows triangle PQR. Calculate the shortest distance from Q to PR. Look here, this is the shortest distance from Q to PR. You should remember the shortest distance from a point on a line is the perpendicular line. And this perpendicular line cuts the PR at point S. And this SQ length, we suppose that this is shortest distance and we name it as X. And look here, this is the right angle triangle PSQ. In right angle triangle PSQ, we use the trigonometric ratio to calculate value of X. And opposite to this angle is X, this is opposite side. We take the ratio opposite our hypotenuse, and this ratio equal to sine theta, and this opposite length is x, hypotenuse is 12.5, and theta is 42. Therefore, we write x equal to sine 42 multiplied by 12.5, and this value 12.5 into sine 42, this value equal to 8.364. We write 8.364, and three significant figure value will be 8.36. And this is the answer. Question 13. Make x the subject of this formula. Look here, this is the equation. A equal to w square plus 5x square. We have to make the subject x. Therefore, we shift the remaining value from right to left side. We shift w square from right to left. This equation becomes a minus w square equal to 5x square. And we will divide this equation by 5. We can write this x square equal to a minus w square over 5. And we have to make the subject x. Therefore, we take the square root on both sides. We get a minus w square over 5 square root equal to x square root. And this x will be equal to a minus w square over 5 whole square root. And this is the answer. Question 14. The scale shows the value of y equal to 5x square minus x cube minus 4. Complete the table. Look here, this is the table. In this table, the value of minus 1, 1 and 4 are missing. Firstly, we will calculate the value of y when x equal to minus 1. We write x equal to minus 1, then y equal to 5x square minus x cube minus 4. This value becomes 5 into minus 1 square minus 1 cube minus 4. This is 5 minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 minus 4. This is 2. We write when x equal to minus 1, y equal to 2. Next value x equal to 1. We can calculate this value when x equal to 1. Then y will be equal to 5 into 1 square minus 1 cube minus 4. We write 5 minus 1 minus 4. This value is equal to 0. Next value is 4. And for x equal to 4, the value of y will be equal to 5 into 4 square minus 4 cube minus 4, and this 5 into 4 square is 80 minus 4 cube is 64 minus 4, and this value equal to 12. We write here is 12. And next is part B. On the grid, draw the graph for x is minus 2 to 5. Look here. To draw the graph, we will mark the x and y coordinate of the points. Here we will mark these value here. First value is minus 2, y is 24. Look here, this is minus 2 and this value is 24. And then second point is minus 1, 2. Look here, this is 2 and this is minus 1, where the horizontal and vertical line meet. This position will be minus 1, 2. Next is 0, minus 4. 0, minus 4, the point on the y-axis where the x-coordinate 0 and the y-coordinate having some value. Look here, this is, we have to mark 0, minus 4. This position will be 0, minus 4. Next position is 1, 0. Look here, this is 1 and y-coordinate is 0 on x-axis. X-coordinate having some value and y-coordinate having 0 value. Therefore, this position is 1, 0. Next is 2, 8. Look here, this is 2 and this position is 8, where both vertical line from 2 and horizontal line from 8 meet. That position is 2, 8. Next is 3, 14. This would be this is 3, 14. Next is 4, 12. We will draw a vertical line from 4 and the horizontal line from 12. Both meets lines. That position would be 4, 12. Last is 5, minus 4. Look here, this is 5 on x-axis and this is minus 4 on y-axis. This is 5, minus 4. Now we will join these points. After joining these points, we get this graph. And next, part C. Part C, by drawing suitable straight line on grid, solve the equation. And this equation we can write, if we shift the value x cube minus 5x square, we can write this minus x plus 14 equal to 5x square minus x cube. If we subtract minus 4 on both sides, on right side and also on left side, this left side become minus x plus 10 and this value is equal to y. Look here, this is the value y equal to 5x square minus x cube minus 4, that equation given in the first part. Therefore, y equal to minus x plus 10 is a straight line we will draw here. Where this straight line intersects the graph, these points will be the solution of this equation. To draw the line, we take some values of x. When x equal to minus 2, then value of y will be equal to minus x plus 10. This become minus 2 plus 10. this equal to 12. And next x equal to 0, the value of y, it becomes minus 0 plus 10 is 10. And when x equal to 2, y equal to minus 2 plus 10, that's equal to 8. Therefore, we write the value of y for x equal to minus 2, y equal to 12, x equal to 0, y equal to 10, x equal to 2, y equal to 8. Look here, we get the values of y against value of x minus 2 to 2. And by using these values, we can draw the graph y equal to minus x plus 10. Firstly, we will mark the points minus 2, 12. Look here, this position minus 2, 12. Next value here is 0, 10. Look here, this is 0 and this position is 10. And on y-axis, the x-coordinate is 0 and y-coordinate having some value at this position. The y-coordinate having value 10, x-coordinate is 0. We mark 0, 10. Next value is 2, 8. Look here, this is 2, 8. Now this position is 2, 8. This is the point 2, 8. Now by joining these points, we will get the straight line. Look here, when we join these points, we get a straight line where the graph and line intersects. This point is minus 1.6. At this point, x equal to 1.6. And look here, at this position, the straight line intersect the graph, and at this position, x equal to 2. And the third point where the graph intersect, this value is 4.5. And this is x equal to 4.5. Therefore, values of x here is minus 1.6, 2, and this value is 4.5 or 4.6. We write here is 4.6. And this is the solution of this of part C. Question 15. The height of each 140 basketball players is recorded. The table shows the result. Calculate estimate mean height. The estimate mean is equal to sum of values divided by total number of values. And sum of values we can calculate by this formula. Sum of, this is the sign of sum of f multiply x, and total value is sum of f. X is the middle value of the class interval and f is the frequency. The middle value of these interval we can calculate by adding these lower and class limit and divided by 2. We get 160 plus 180 divided by 2. This is 170. Middle value is 170. Next value, middle value between 180 to 185. This is 182.5. And the next is 187.5. And same, next value is 190 to 200. This is 195. And 200 to 210, this is 205. And we can calculate the product of f into x if we multiply 7 into 170, 12 into 182.5, 31 into 187.5, and 70 into 195, and 20 into 1205. We will add the value, sum of these value. We can write here sum of f of x and this summation of these value is 26,942.5, and we write 26,942.5 our summation f. Summation f is 140. When we divide this, we get 192.44. This is the mean of estimated mean of, of the student height. Next part B. In the part B, two of the player are chosen. Find the probability that both players have height greater than 190, no more than 200. Look here, number of players who have height 190 to 200. Look here, these are 70 players. And these are the 70 players out of 140 players. We have to select two players, and the probability of first basketball player will be equal to 70 out of 140. Next, we will select second player. This probability will be P of B2 will be equal to 69 out of 139 because one player already selected. And the probability of both player having a height greater than 190 to 200, that will be equal to 70 into 140 into 69 over 139, and 70 times 2 is 140, and this 69 over 278. This is the answer. Part C, complete the histogram to show the information in the frequency table. This is the frequency table, and we have to draw the histogram. Histogram is the bar chart. In this bar chart, we have to draw the bar, and the height of the bar is the frequency density, and the width of the bar is class interval. Look here, these are the class interval already given, but frequency density is not given here in the table. Firstly, we calculate frequency density. This equal to frequency divided by class width. And the class width, we can calculate the difference between upper and lower limits of the class interval 180 minus 160. This value equal to 20. Next 190 to 185, this is 5. And 185 to 190, the difference is 5. And next 190 to 200, difference is 10. And 200 to 210, the difference is 10. And frequency density of the first class interval will be 7 over 20. And next is 12 over 5, 31 over 5, and 70 over 10. And this is 20 over 10. This value equal to 0.35, and 12 over 5, this value equal to 2.4. 31 over 5, this is 6.2. 70 over 10 is 7, 20 over 10 is 2. Look here, the first bar having the class interval 160 to 180. This is the 160 to 180. We have to take height is 0.35. This is the 0.35. We will draw the line here. This will be the height of this bar, and this height is 0.35. And next is 180 to 185. This position is 180, and this is 185. And the height of this interval is 2.4, and this is the position 2.2, this is 2.4. Therefore, we will draw the bar of height 2.4 and the width is 180 to 185. This is the second bar. Next is the bar we can draw by using the class interval 185 to 190, and height is 6.2. Therefore, this height here is 6.2, and this is the 6.2. Fourth is 190 to 200, and the height is 7. This will be the bar we will draw here, having a height 7. And this is the last bar which is already drawn. Therefore, the histogram, this is the histogram of this frequency table. Next question number 16. Question 16, Matthew invests 1250 at a rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 6 years, the total value of investment is 1484. Calculate the value of R. To calculate the value of R, we will use the formula of compound interest. That's A equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 whole power T. Here A is the amount after T year and P is the investment amount. R is the rate. We write here is P is 1250 and A amount, look here, the value after 6 years 1484. Therefore, this amount is 1484 and the rate we have to calculate. We write R as it is, our 100 in whole power T. T is the time. Look here, the time is 6 years. And we can write this 1484 divided by 1250 equal to 1 plus R over 100 whole power 6. And when we divide 1484 1250, we get 1.1872. That's equal to 1 plus R over 100 whole power 6. To calculate the value of R, we will take the 6th root on both sides. We can write this on right side 1 plus R over 100 whole power 6, 6th root, and the 6th root of 1.187 to 6th root value. And we can write this 6 would be cancelled. This value become 1 plus R over 100 and the cube root of 1.1872, this value equal to 1.029. And we can write this R over 100 equal to 1.029 minus 1. The value of 1 we shift from right to left side, it become minus 1, and this value R over 100 equal to 0.029, and therefore R equal to 0.029 multiplied by 100, and this value become 2.9, and therefore R is 2.9% is the rate, and this is the answer. Question 17. The diagram shows a quadrilateral ABCD. Calculate length AD. Look here, this is the length AD. This length AD lie in the triangle ABD. In this triangle, two sides and the angle between them is given. Therefore, to calculate the length AD, we will use cosine formula. According to cosine formula, we can write AD square equal to BD square plus AB square minus 2 times of the product of the two given side AB and BD and the cosine of the angle between them. This is cos 56. And we will substitute the value here. This is 9.6 square. AB is 12.1 square minus 2 times of AB here is 9.6. BD is 12.1 cos 56. Now we will calculate this value. We get the answer 108.65. And this is AD square equal to 108.65. We will take the square root on both sides. Therefore, this value become AD equal to square root of 108.65, and this value equal to 10.42, and this is the answer. Question 16 part B. Calculate the obtuse angle BDC. Look here, this is angle BDC, and this angle lie in the triangle BDC. In this triangle, two sides and one angle given, another angle we have to calculate. In two angles and two side relationship, we will use sine rule. To calculate the angle BDC, we will use sine rule. Here the formula of sine rule is, look here, this is sine D. Our opposite length BC will be equal to sine C. Our opposite side of this angle is BD. We will substitute the value. Sine C here is sine 47. C is 47. We write sine 47. BD here is 12.1. And the length of BC, this is 15.8. And look here, this angle is obtuse angle. Therefore, we write sine D equal to sine 180 minus T, because value of sine of acute angle equal to sine of obtuse angle. Therefore, we write sine 180 minus T. And this sine 180 minus T equal to sine 47 over 12.1 multiply 15.8. Now we will calculate the value of right side, and this right side value will be equal to 0.955, and we take the sine inverse to calculate value of D. Now look here, we can write 180 minus T equal to sine inverse 0.955, and this value will be equal to, and sine inverse 0.955, that's equal to 72.74. We write here 72.746, and we can write this angle D will be equal to 180 minus 72.746, and this value will be equal to 107.2525, and this is 107.2 is the obtuse angle BDC, and this is the answer. Next, part C, calculate the area of quadrilateral. Look here, this is the quadrilateral A, B, C, D, and this area of quadrilateral we can calculate. Firstly, we will calculate the area of triangle ABD. Next, we will calculate the area of triangle BCD. Look here, we can write this area of quadrilateral ABCD equal to area of triangle ABD plus area of triangle BCD. And area of triangle, we will use this formula, area of triangle, that's equal to 1 over 2 AB sine C. According to this formula, we can take the length AB, and this length is BD. We name it as A and B, and the angle between them is 56. We write here is 1 over 2 AB into sine 56. We write here A length is 12.1, B length is 9.6, and this angle is sine 56. And we can calculate area of triangle BCD by using this formula. According to this, we consider this length is A, this length is B, and this angle as C according to this formula. And this we can calculate by using the property of triangle, sum of interior angle of triangle equal to 180. According to this property, we can write angle DBC plus 107.25 plus 47 equal to 180. And therefore, DBC angle will be equal to 180 minus 107.25 minus 47. And this value will be equal to 25.75. We can write this 1 over 2 product of two adjacent sides 12.1 into 15.8 into the angle between these two sides. This is 25.75. We write sine of this angle 25.75. 2 times 4.8 is 9.6 and this is 2 times 7.9 is 15.8. Therefore, we can calculate, we get this value is 48.15. We write here is 48.15. And next value, we can calculate 12.1 multiply by 7.9 multiply by sine 25.75. This value equal to 41.52. And we will add this value 48.15 plus 41.52. This will be equal to 89.67. This is the total area of this quadrilateral. This is the answer. Question number 18. 2x squared plus 12x minus 2 can be written in the form ax plus a into x plus b whole square minus c. Look here, we can write this 2x squared plus 12x minus 2. Firstly, we take the common from first two value. 2 is the common. We can write x squared plus 6x minus 2. We will make this expression in complete square form. To make complete square form, we will add square of the half of the coefficient of x. This is 3. We will add. To balance the expression, we will subtract. And we can write this plus 3 square minus c square minus 2. And we can write this 2 into x square plus 6x plus 3 square. And 2 times minus 3 square is 9. Minus 9 into 2 is minus 18 and minus 2. And this value is equal to x plus 3 whole square. According to the identity a plus b whole square, that's equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. According to this, we write x plus 3 whole square. And we write 2 as it is. And minus 18 minus 2 is minus 20. And this is the expression in the form of a into x plus b whole square minus c. We will compare this a into x plus b whole square minus c equal to 2 into x plus 3 whole square minus 20. Look here, a equal to 2 and b here is 3 and constant c is 20. We write plus 20. This is plus 20. Question 19. The diagram shows major sector of circle with radius 7.5 centimeter. Calculate the perimeter of major sector. Look here, this is the major sector and this major sector having the angle is equal to 360 minus 126 and this value will be equal to 234 and this angle is 234 degree. We have to calculate perimeter of major sector and the perimeter of major sector will be equal to arc length of major sector plus 2 time of radius because the perimeter is the around the length of the shape. This is the arc length of major sector and this is the radius and we add these two radius plus arc length, we get the major area, perimeter of major sector. The formula of arc length of major sector is equal to theta over 360 multiply 2 pi r plus 2r. Here theta is 234, our 360 multiply 2 and pi value is 3.142, radius is 7.5 plus 2 time of 7.5 and we can calculate this value. 234 over 360 multiply 2 multiply 3.142 multiply 7.5, we get 30.63. We write here is 30.63 plus 2 times 7.5 is 15, and the answer will be 45.63, and this will be equal to 45.6. This is the answer. Next question, question number 20. Question 20, the diagram shows a pyramid OABCD. The pyramid has square base and the height of pyramid is 24. Calculate the length OA makes with the base. This is the base length and this is the length OA. We have to calculate the angle between this OA and the base length. The angle between the base length and OA, we can take the angle between OA and the diagonal of the base. Look here, this is the diagonal of the base AC and this is the length OA, and this angle between diagonal of base and OA will be the same, the angle between OA and base. Therefore, we calculate this angle. Look here, this angle OAC, we can write this angle OAC, that will be equal to angle OAM. And we can calculate the angle OAM. This angle lie on the triangle. This is the triangle, right angle triangle AMO. In this right angle triangle, this length is the opposite side of this angle. This is opposite side, and this OM is the adjacent side. And we can calculate the angle OAM. We use the trigonometric ratio tan angle OAM equal to opposite side our adjacent side, and this opposite side is 24 and adjacent side is OM, and we can calculate this length OM. If we calculate length OM, we can calculate the angle OAM, and this OM is equal to 1/2 of AC. AC length is equal to AB square plus BC square root. We use the Pythagoras theorem because this is the square and the angle between AB and BC is right angle. Therefore, this is the right angle triangle. We use the Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, this hypotenuse equal to base square plus perpendicular square root. And this AB here is 10.5 square, BC is 10.5 square, and we take the square root. This value equal to 14.85, and the half of 14.85 will be the length of OM. 14.85 divided by 2, the answer is equal to 7.425, and we can write this 24 over 7.425, and this angle OAM will be equal to tan inverse 24 over 7.425, and this angle will be equal to tan inverse 24 over 7.425. This will be equal to 72.8, and the angle is 72.8. This is the answer. Question 21 part B. The diagram shows a frustum of pyramid OABCD. The height of frustum is 16 centimeter. Calculate the volume of frustum. Look here, this is the pyramid OABCD, and this frustum is made by this pyramid. And this pyramid, if we cut the upper part of this pyramid, height of upper part of pyramid is 8 centimeter. If we cut, we get, and the volume of first term will be equal to volume of pyramid OABCD minus volume of upper pyramid. Firstly, we will calculate the volume of pyramid OABCD, and this formula is 1 over 3 into base area into height minus volume of upper pyramid. We represent this by V2 and this is V1, and we can write this 1 over 3 base area will be 10.5 into 10.5 into height is 24, and we can write this 3 times 8 is 24, and this value will be equal to 10.5 square multiply 8, and this value equal to 882. And V2, we can calculate this volume of upper pyramid by using the similarity ratio rule of volume. Look here, this is the pyramid OABCD and this is upper pyramid. When we cut this upper pyramid, we get this first term and we take the ratio upper pyramid ratio bigger pyramid, and volume of upper pyramid we represent by V2, and we have to calculate this volume, and the volume of bigger pyramid OABCD we represent by V1. When we take the ratio V2 our V1, this ratio will be equal to corresponding ratio of V2 is L2 and the V1 is L1. We take the cube of this L2 over L1, and this L2 length, this is the volume of upper pyramid, this length is 8, and V1 is the bigger pyramid, corresponding height of this bigger pyramid is 24, and we take the cube of this value, we get 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24, 1 over 3 whole cube, and this value will be equal to 1 over 27, and here the V1 here is the volume of bigger pyramid, this value is 882, and we write V2 equal to 1 over 27 into 882, and we can calculate 882 divided by 27, this value equal to 32.6. We write here is 32.66, and here 882 minus 32.66, this value will be equal to 849.33. This is the answer. Question 21. Find m in terms of n. Look here, 16 power 5m over 4 equal to 64 whole power 2m. We can write this 16 4 square whole power 5m over 4 equal to this 64, we can write 4 power 3 and 2m. And this 4 power 2 into 5m, this becomes 4 power 10m over 4 equal to 4 power 3 times 2 is 6n. And we can write this 4 power 10m equal to 4 into 4 power 6n. 4 power 1 into 4 power 6n, this is 4 power 6n plus 1. And this 4 power 10m, this is 4 power 10m, we write as it is. Base of this value are same, therefore we will equalize the powers. 10m equal to 6n plus 1, and we can write 6n plus 1 over 10 equal to m, and this is the answer. Question 22. I equal to v over r. V is 50, correct to nearest 10 centimeter. R is 13, correct to nearest integer. Calculate the upper bound of I. Look here, I equal to v over r, and upper bound of I will be equal to upper bound of v, and lower bound of R. And the upper bound of V, we can calculate V equal to 50 plus minus error. Look here, error here is half of the accuracy. This is 10. Therefore, we write 10 plus minus 10 over 2, and this equal to 50 plus minus 5. And the volume of upper bound will be equal to 50 plus 5. This is 55. And R is 13, and accuracy of this R is nearest one integer. Therefore, the error will be half of 1. This is 1 over 2. And this equal to 0.5. Therefore, we write here the R lower bound value will be 13 minus error. Error is 0.5. We write 13 minus 0.5. This is 12.5. And we write V upper bound is 55. Our R lower bound is 12.5. And this will be equal to 55 divided by 12.5. And that will be equal to 4.4 is the I, and this is the answer.